Outrageous act of sabotage leaves activists in horror. As Prince William's trees deliberately poisoned. Dartmoor, the 28th of November 2025. A criminal investigation is underway after dozens of young willow trees on Prince William's Dartmoor estate were deliberately poisoned with a powerful herbicide in what experts are calling an outrageous act of sabotage against one of Britain's most ambitious nature restoration projects. The trees, carefully planted within a Site of Special Scientific Interest (SSSI) on Duchy of Cornwall land known as the Forest of Dartmoor, formed part of a flagship initiative to halt peat erosion, capture carbon, and reduce downstream flooding. Protective fencing had been erected around the saplings to shield them from grazing livestock, making the attack unmistakably targeted and premeditated. Natural England confirmed the probe but declined further comment, while conservationists reacted with fury and disbelief. Guy Shrubsole, author of *The Lost Rainforests of Britain, and one of the country's leading voices on temperate woodland restoration, told The Guardian, "This is an outrageous act of sabotage, one which points a dagger at the heart of efforts to restore nature in this part of the country. Dartmoor's commons are virtually treeless already, a result of centuries of overgrazing by sheep. To see even these tentative efforts at restoring trees subjected to deliberate vandalism is deeply disturbing, as is the failure so far to uncover the culprit. Such wanton criminal damage must be publicly condemned by all common graziers, farmers and conservationists. Dartmoor stands at a critical juncture. Do we choose to breathe life back into this landscape, or let it die?" The vital role of willows in a fragile ecosystem. Willow trees are ecological linchpins in peatland recovery. Their extensive, fibrous root networks act like natural anchors, binding fragile soil and preventing the catastrophic erosion that has plagued Dartmoor for decades. Peatlands, often called Britain's rainforests, store more carbon than all the world's forests combined. Yet 80% of UK peatlands are degraded due to historical drainage, burning, and overgrazing. When peat erodes, it releases centuries of stored carbon dioxide and exacerbates flooding downstream. The poisoned willows were part of a pound multi-million partnership between the Duchy of Cornwall, the South West Peatland Partnership, and government agencies to re-wet and revegetate thousands of hectares of blanket bog. The project has already blocked drainage ditches, reintroduced sphagnum moss, and planted native trees to stabilize the landscape. A spokesman for the Southwest Peatland Partnership, which helped finance the scheme, said, "Any use of herbicide on the common land and legally protected habitats of Dartmoor is an attack on those that live, work, enjoy, and rely on these landscapes. It is an attack on everyone working year-round together, using public money to restore our peatlands. rebuild vanished habitats, and support nature recovery. Alongside sustainable farming practices, planting trees on Dartmoor is key to wetland function and is backed by scientific and historical evidence. We will replant the vandalized areas as soon as possible. The Duchy of Cornwall responds. Emma McGee, the Duchy's head of communities and nature, expressed profound dismay. We are committed to working with our partners to secure a better future for Dartmoor. And this recent action does not represent the collective commitment of Dartmoor's community to achieve this. Woodland expansion alongside peatland restoration is central to a restored landscape across Dartmoor. The Duchy, Prince William's private estate since 2022, has made nature recovery a flagship priority. William's 10-year nature recovery plan aims to restore 10,000 hectares of habitat by 2030, with Dartmoor's peatlands a jewel in the crown. The Prince has personally championed peatland projects, visiting similar schemes in Wales and Scotland. And his Earthshot Prize has awarded millions to global wetland restoration innovations. A palace source told People the Prince is deeply saddened, but absolutely determined the vandalism will not derail the wider mission. Security around other restoration sites has been increased, and a reward is being considered for information leading to a conviction. A history of tension on the moors. The attack has reignited long-simmering tensions between conservationists and some traditional commoners who hold ancient grazing rights on Dartmoor. Centuries of intensive sheep farming have left the moor almost treeless, turning once wooded valleys into open grassland. Restoration requires temporary fencing to allow saplings to establish a measure some graziers see as restricting their historic freedoms. Similar incidents have occurred elsewhere. Newly planted trees snapped in the Lake District. Fences damaged in the Peak District. While no group has claimed responsibility, the use of glyphosate, a herbicide banned in many countries for environmental reasons, suggests calculated malice. Dartmoor National Park Authority called for calm. This kind of criminal damage helps no one. We need dialogue, not destruction, to find solutions that work for farming and nature alike. A prince's vision, understated resolve. Prince William has not commented publicly on the vandalism, but those close to him say it has strengthened his resolve. His Earthshot Prize, now in its 5th year, continues to champion solutions that repair our planet. And Dartmoor remains a personal passion project. The Prince and Princess of Wales this week sent a separate message of support to flood-hit communities in North Monmouthshire, Wales, demonstrating their commitment to climate resilience, at home as well as abroad. In their joint letter to Council Chief Paul Matthews, they wrote, "Catherine and I were shocked to see the devastating floods that hit the region and wanted to offer our support. to the communities of North Monmouthshire. As you work to repair and rebuild your homes and livelihoods. As winter storms loom and Dartmoor's mists thicken, the poisoned willows stand as stark symbols of a deeper struggle for Britain's wild places. Yet with the Duchy's pledge to replant, Prince William's quiet determination, and a growing national consensus on nature's value, this act of darkness may ultimately catalyze even greater light. For in the Prince's own words from the Earthshot stage, we cannot afford to lose hope. The solutions exist, we just need the will to implement them. On Dartmoor, that will is being tested, but, for now, it endures.